Okay, there we go. Hello. Slow loading there. Sorry about that. Hello, hello. Welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be learning vocabulary. Specifically, we're going to be learning collocations of common verbs, primarily the way overused English verb to get, but also verbs which are kind of associated with get, go, and become as well. So we'll be reading about these, looking at these common collocations, and discussing them as we go along. The uses for common collocations. Good thing we're dealing strictly with collocations related to these simple verbs, and usually it's a little different than other collocations, other words that go together in English, because verbs will commonly collocate with object nouns that are synonymous, have similar meanings. They'll collocate with a whole group of object nouns that are similar. So it's a little easier. Sometimes with like adjectives and nouns, one adjective will collocate with one noun, but another noun that is a synonym, it doesn't work. They sound weird together. So it's a little easier to understand, actually, what we're looking at today. You can kind of group things in your mind, hopefully. Okay, let me do a little microphone check and greetings here, and then we'll get started. Matthew, hello again.
Hi, Oakley. May I ask, do you have something from your YouTube channel, like some profit?
Some profit?
Yeah.
No.
No? Well, because I've heard you can put like publicity or something, and if the video are popular, are somewhat popular, you can put publicity and you can get some. I don't know how much, but you can get something.
Yeah, that's true. I prefer to be commercial free on my YouTube channel.
Your government institution.
Peace. Yes. Yeah. No, I haven't tried to monetize my YouTube channel. By the way, anybody see me over on YouTube? Amazingly, Matthew, I'm well over. I'm close to 300,000 views. Woo! On all my on my YouTube videos. Anyway, maybe I should monetize it. I don't know.
There are some teachers that from Verbling they monetized.
Really? Didn't they?
Yeah, at least two I know that they did.
No kidding. Okay.
Yep.
I'll think about that. Thanks. Okay. Anyway, we're food for thought, as we say in English. Something for me to think about. Okay. Let me also welcome Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hello,
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks for asking.
Terrific, Dawn. I am trying to figure out what on earth that is in your picture, in your icon.
I think it's a cat, my cat.
Is it alive?
Yeah, it's alive. No, it's. She name is Frida.
Okay.
Siberian forest cat, a big cat, and fluffy, and.
Okay. This is fluffy, extra fluffy. All right. All right. I was a little concerned. Looked like you'd been run over. I'm kidding, Don. Okay, that's cool. I like it. All right. Let me also welcome Jian Mai. Jian Mai.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Could you hear me? Hi.
Loud and
Hi.
clear.
It's my first time.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Hi. How should I pronounce
Nice to
your
meet
name?
you. Jian Mei. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Tian Mei. Tian Mei.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Tian Mei. Okay, welcome to the class. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
terrific. And Mustafa has joined us again. Hey there, Mustafa.
Hello, teacher. Good to see you again. Thank you.
As always. Okie doke. Here we go. Let's get started. I'm going to do a screen share. Something in my ear. I'm going to do a screen share, and we're going to talk about, basically we're talking about GET today. We're talking about alternatives to using GET, problems with GET. All right. About the simplest possible verb in English, really. Okay. Definitely Americans overuse this verb, so it collocates with a lot. But sometimes the problem is it's easier to look at GET, not what it collocates with, but rather what it doesn't collocate with. So that's basically the approach that we're taking today. We're actually looking at when GET does not work. And I want to draw your attention to this last introductory sentence here. Note also, alternatives to GET can definitely improve your style. As I said, GET is very common in English and perhaps overused, maybe a even more appropriate way to say it. Okay. Let's talk first about using go instead of get. Okay, Matthew, can you read this first section here?
Go is used for changes in people's personality, appearance, and physical abilities. People go mad, bald, gray, blind, deaf.
Okay. Go mad. Go. It's very common to hear the collocation in this way. He's going, to show he's in the process. He is going gray. He is going bald. He is going deaf. Okay. Any others, Matthew, that you can brainstorm that thing, personality, appearance, physical abilities? Any others you can brainstorm?
Go green.
Go green. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Do you know what does that mean? Do you know what does it mean?
You mean environmentally friendly green?
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if that has to do with people though. People's
I know.
personality.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
But
go
you're right.
smart. Go smart.
See, okay, no, because he's getting smarter. Oh, he's going to university. He's getting smarter. Again, we're often use the ing, the present continuous form, to show that it is in process. No, although that would, we don't say he's going smart. He's going stupid. We don't say the opposite either. I'm getting stupider in my old age. We do say that. So, okay, there you go. It's worth noting, however, look at that. First thing we think of, it doesn't work. We normally use get. Okay. Can you think of any others? Like the examples, mad, bald, crazy. Whoops.
No.
Crazy. I just said one. Okay. Anybody else in class? Can you brainstorm any other attributes of a person that you would go something? No.
Go nuts. Nuts.
Go nuts. Yeah.
Go lots
Go
of them.
nuts.
Lots of them for crazy. Go nuts. Go crazy. Go mad. Go ballistic. Somebody that gets very angry goes ballistic, as in ballistic missiles. Go bonkers. Lots of them for crazy, actually. Even somebody dyes their hair, we can say, oh, she went blonde. She went blonde. She came back from the beauty parlor and she went blonde. Okay. All right. I can't really think of any more. Okay, let's look at the next section here. Okay, Don, go ahead and read this whole next section for me, please.
Sure. Go is often used for students, usually negative changes. He has very embarrassment, and his face went red. Suddenly, the sky went very dark, and it started to rain.
Yeah, okay. Very good. He was very embarrassed. Embarrassed, and his face went red. Okay. Okay. All right. So the difference here between using, I can say his face got red. I can use get, or the sky got dark. Sure. But when I hear the sky went dark and the sky got dark, it does mean two different things to me as a native speaker. The sky got dark means a gradual change, like, well, the sun set. Okay, what it does every day. The sky went dark really impresses upon me. Actually, it happened right before my afternoon classes. It was a bright sunny day and the sky went dark. Really dark. It was kind of scary. Okay. Don, can you think of any other, I'm trying to think of any other circumstances that we use this sudden change. Can you think of any others? I can't. I can't right now. Okay, anybody else in the class? Can anybody think of any other related collocations, words that go together like this? I'm drawing a blank myself. Okay. Yeah, well, these are common. Go red, go dark. Can't think of any others right now. I don't know why. It's not coming to me. All right. John May.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Can you read the next section about go?
Okay, go can also be used for slower color changes. The pages of the book had gone yellow over the years.
Okay, very good. Can you think of another circumstance? Can you where we would use go and then a color
Go.
for a gradual change in color?
The leaf.
Oh yeah, good.
Color of the leaf.
Good one.
Had gone yellow over the years.
Okay, well over the autumn maybe.
Yeah.
The fall. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. All right.
Yeah.
The leaves have all gone red and yellow.
Yeah.
The leaves all go yellow and red in autumn. That's a good one. Very good. Yes. That one would work. Talking about clothes, maybe. Okay. I accidentally put bleach into the washing machine. Too much bleach, and my underwear went pink. Okay. For example. Okay. Good one. Mustafa, let's talk about using turn. Something turned to change instead of got.
Okay.
Okay. You can go ahead and read this whole blurb here.
Okay, turn often collocates with colors. The sky turned gold as the sun sets. When the tomatoes turn red, the farmers pick them and sell them. The news gave his mother such a shock that her hair turned white overnight.
Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Go is all right. Sometimes used with colors, sometimes turn. Can you think of any others, Mustafa, that might work with turn? Can you imagine any other sentence? Well,
Um, this is the common one. Turn red, turn white, turn red. I hear turn red. How about face? When my face turn red.
yeah. Okay. So you can. Oh, Mustafa went red with embarrassment, or Mustafa turned red with embarrassment. See, you can go either way. I can, I would say that either way. It is even possible to say Mustafa got red in the face. We say it differently. It occurs to me. He went red in the face with embarrassment. No, let's go. He got red.
That's go. Then teacher, the second question. The sky turned gold as the sun sets. So what's that mean exactly? Like
Um, it changed to a gold color instead of blue.
what? No,
What?
I don't think so. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't do that where
Okay.
you live.
No, it does not. But I wasn't
Gold,
imagining this is what the meaning is. Yeah.
gold color. Gold is not just like the precious metal. It's also a color.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Another one that's very common is turn blue. Get little Billy out of the river. He's turning blue with the cold. All right. People, when they get very cold, turn blue. That's very common. Another common expression, turn blue.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Uh, okay. We use this one for leaves as well. All right. The leaves turn color. And just the word color. The leaves turn color in the autumn. Okay, that's very common. It's another common one. Okay, moving on. Get and become. Matthew, read the next chunk of information here.
Get and become can often be used with the same collocations, but become is more formal and is therefore more appropriate in essays. She gave up smoking when she became pregnant. I'd like to become involved in raising money for charity.
Okay. Yep. It is very normal in spoken English, therefore, being more informal to say she got pregnant. Did you hear about Cynthia? She got pregnant. Very common. Okay. He got involved in a criminal investigation. Okay. All right. Get and become are often interchangeable, but there it is. Becomes more formal. Okay. Can you think of another example, Matthew, where you might be able to use become or get?
I get she become uglier.
She became uglier.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got uglier. She have gotten uglier.
She has gotten uglier. She has become uglier. Sure. Okay. Well, that goes along with the next part we're going to look at with get and become with adjectives. Interestingly, Mustafa wrote get lost. Okay, you can only say get lost. You can't say become lost. It makes no sense. Okay, this interjection. Because it's always informal. Okay. Right. It's kind of a standard phrase, like saying shut up. You can't say close up. Close up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Shut up. You can't say close up. It makes no sense. Get lost. Get out. Common colloquial expressions or interjections. Get lost. Get out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can't use anything other than get in these short interjections. Get over it. There's another one. Get over it. All right. There is no other possible verb to use. These are very strong expressions, and there's no choice but to use get. But okay, Matthew's what he was trying to say, get ugly. Okay, that could be true. Let's read this next part. Let me quickly welcome Mohammed to the class. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome. Hello, hello. Are you there, Mohammed? Okay, I can see. It appears that you are not muted, but I cannot hear you. So you may need to make adjustments to your settings. Make sure the microphone that you're using is really the microphone that the Hangouts is using. In the settings up above, you might want to check that. Possibly it's your connection. Usually the solution is to leave the class briefly and then come back. Go ahead. See if you can figure it out. And Mohammed, once you figure it out, just say hello, teacher, so I know that I can interact with you. Please. Okay. Don, can you read this next section here?
Sure. The same is true for a collocation with adjectives such as angry, bored, excited, depressed, upset, impatient, violent. He became desperate after his wife died.
Yeah. Don, depressed.
Depressed.
Okay. There is a T sound. Okay. This ED makes a T sound after an S.
Okay.
This, for verbs, Don, this always works. Verbs that end with a voiceless sound. That's a sound that you don't use your vocal cords for, just air, like S's and F. Voiceless TH, SH sound. Shh. Okay. After those sounds, past tense verbs will sound like a T. Now, usually that works as well for adjectives, in particular when that adjective has a verb form, but usually when the adjective doesn't have a verb form, it doesn't work. It always works for verbs. So anyway, he became depressed after his wife's death. Okay, you can get angry or become angry. Doesn't make any difference. Become is slightly more formal. Don, can you give me another example? Pretty much any adjective that describes an emotion. Or any adjective. Don, can you?
Yeah, can you hear it? He become violent
There you go.
after he lose your job.
Okay.
I think.
All right. After he lost his job. Okay. Great. She became more beautiful as she grew older. Okay. Very might be very common to use a comparative adjective. She became more beautiful. I became more and more bored as we sat for hours and hours. I became angrier the more I listened to him. Okay. Okay, last little piece here. Jean-May?
And here, become, not get, is used with the following: extinct, Popular, unpopular, homeless, famous. Our local bakers has become famous for its apple tarts.
Okay, now these are very specific. I can't really give you, I really can't think of a good way to group these ideas together to make it easy for you to remember. So all I can tell you is these specific words always come with become. It sounds very weird. It sounds wrong to say dinosaurs got extinct. It sounds undereducated, makes you sound kind of undereducated and not too intelligent, frankly. These are ones you really have to know. He got homeless after he lost his job. Sounds terrible. He got famous after his first album. You know, all of these very strongly really have to use become, or they sound terrible. These are strong collocations, so I don't know how you're going to remember them. That please do, because they really sound awful when we use got or get. Okay, more alternatives, different collocations. Talk about changing, getting, and becoming. Okay, let's talk about these maybe one at a time. Mustafa, first one here.
Okay. She fell ill and was taken to hospital.
Okay. What if you use the word sick instead of ill? How would you say it?
She fell sick and was taken to hospital. She got sick
Yeah.
and become, or can I say become? She
She
became. She
became
became sick
sick.
and was taken to hospital. Or it's not common. She got sick is more common.
She got sick is more common. She became sick. Now, see, it's alternatives, not necessarily that you can't do it. All right?
Okay.
Okay, but here I wanted to point out, you can say she fell ill or she became ill. That's okay. And with sick, more common is got sick. You can say became sick. It sounds but you simply cannot say. It sounds really weird to say she fell sick. Doesn't sound right at all.
Teacher,
Yeah.
I just have one question. Can you explain to me what's the literal difference between ill and sick? What's the difference between them?
To be blunt, Mustafa.
No. Ill and sick. What's the difference between ill and sick? Literally, like what's the situation you use ill and what's the situation you use sick in your your native way?
Really, realistically, no reason.
Okay.
To my mind, ill is slightly more formal than sick,
Oh, okay.
and that's it. But they mean exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, you have a flu, you're ill, you're sick, same thing.
And maybe that's why it is an informal to say like got sick or something like that. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. God is informal, generally speaking. So sick is more informal. Generally, that's a general way to think about using get or an alternative. Get is always usually used with the more informal ideas or words, rather. Yeah. Okay, Muhammad, have you figured out how to get your microphone working? Oh, there you go. Oh, hello.
Hello, it's my first time here.
Okay, success. I can hear you. You can hear me. Terrific. Well, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you from, Mohammed?
Mahmoud from Egypt.
Egypt. Great. Okay. Well, nice to have you with us. Can you do me a favor and read this sentence I've highlighted here?
Everyone fell silent when they heard the shocked news.
All right. Let me throw a synonym in here. How about instead of silent, quiet? How would you say this sentence with the word quiet?
I can't hear you.
If in the same sentence you just read, if we remove the word silent and we use the word quiet, how would you say the sentence?
Everyone got quiet when they heard the shocked news.
Very good. Exactly. Much like ill and sick. Yeah, everyone got quiet now. Again, here we could use become silent, became silent, rather, sorry, became silent or became quiet. I can use became with either one, but definitely I can't say felt quiet, and I don't normally say got silent. Got silent also sounds weird. Fell silent, got quiet. Good job. Yeah, you got it. Okay, Matthew, back to you for the next one here.
As my father grew older, he spent less time working. As my father got older.
Yeah, I think this one's okay, as a matter of fact. I was just going to ask you, is it okay to use got? And you already did it. Yeah, as my father got older, I think it's perfectly normal to say that. But it's also normal to say grew older. Again, it's an alternative. As my father became older. Sure, that's okay too. Again, as usual, became older sounds just a little bit more formal. So, in general, if you're writing academic writing or business writing, if it's possible, I would use become or became instead of got. Definitely, in business writing or academic writing. General rule of thumb. If it's possible, read it to yourself. If it sounds weird, then it is weird. Don't do it. Yeah, okay, I think that one is okay with whatever. Okay, next one here, Don.
Yeah. The noise grew louder and soon was realistic. It was a plane approaching.
Okay.
Approaching.
All right. Sorry. The noise grew.
What means grew?
Grew is the past tense of the verb grow. Okay, it's an irregular verb. Present tense is grow. Past tense is grew. Today, I like to grow tomatoes. Last year, I grew tomatoes. And the past participle is grown. I have grown tomatoes before. Grow, grew, grew, grown. Yeah, I know I can't say it. All right. The noise grew louder, and soon we realized it was a plane approaching. Now, all right. Don, can I use got? The noise got louder?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. No big deal. Can I say, yeah?
We can use become.
I think you're right. Absolutely. The noise became louder. Past tense, though, right? Became louder. Yes, I agree with you. You can. Grew, became, got. Is there any other collocations, any other words that we use grew for? Can anybody, not Don, if you can think of one, or anybody else in the class, can anybody think of ones that we, is there any other collocations with grew? Well, when we actually mean grow. when we really mean grow, with words like taller. My nephew grew taller over the summer. Well, there you go. That's kind of obvious, though. I could say my nephew got taller over the summer. My nephew became taller over the summer. It's still okay. Okay, obvious ones where we're actually talking about something that grows. Okay. My grandfather grew stronger as he recovered from his illness. My grandfather got stronger. My grandfather became stronger. Pretty much any of those. Possible to use all three. Overusing, misusing get. All right. Okay. And I gave you a preview. Oh, too bad now. Hope you saw that. Okay, Joan May.
Yeah.
All right, read the sentence and then correct it.
Okay. I was able to get new friends.
That's
I was able to make some new friends.
there you go. You make friends. We never say get friends. It sounds very strange to native speakers. Good job. Okay, good eyes. Good job. I'm not sure which. Okay, Mustafa. Next sentence.
Okay, if I get a child of my own one day.
No, the one above that.
Okay. A year ago, he got a heart attack. A heart attack.
Not good.
Heart attack.
So a year ago, he got a heart attack. So what should I have to do, teacher?
Well, you need to fix it because got does not collocate well with the object noun heart attack. I got a heart attack sounds very strange.
A year ago, he it's really hard. He got a heart attack. He I cannot say he became. I cannot say he felt.
No.
I cannot
No.
say
No.
he got he what?
It's none of the ones. None of the ones we looked at. Yeah.
He went. He went.
No. Matthew's got it. Matthew's got it. A year
Had.
ago,
He had. He
had a
had.
heart attack. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he had. Yeah.
Okay, you can give someone a heart attack. You scared me. You gave me a heart attack. Okay, or you have a heart attack. I'm going to have a heart attack. I had a heart attack. All right, have a heart attack. Okay. Other ones too. A fit. He had a fit yesterday when I told him the news. He's going to have some kind of a fit. You have a fit. You have a heart attack. All right. But other things like a stomach ache or a headache. Yesterday he had a headache. Yesterday he got a headache. It's possible to say it either way. Okay. Still, it sounds better. Sounds better with had or have, honestly. But it's possible with some other kind of physical disablement. Anyway, Mohammed, next one.
If I get a child of my own one day, replace get with have.
Thank you. Yes, and please do. This sentence here, the way it sits, a native speaker would assume that you're going to kidnap a child. If you have a child, that's your baby made from your blood, and that's you have a child. If you get a child, that means you've kidnapped a child from a neighboring village or something crazy. All right, just does not sound right. So be careful of that one. All right, Matthew, next one.
I was getting crazy.
Well, Okay.
I was crazy.
Okay. Now this one, I have to say that maybe I think the material's British. Maybe this is strange for British. As an American, this is not strange. I was getting crazy. I've heard people say this all the time. I did mention that Americans tend to overuse get. I was going crazy is probably better. Going crazy. All right. Last one here. Don. In June.
In June, I got a baby James.
Same thing there.
I think we change got with get a baby.
No. You do not get a baby. Again, if you get a baby, that means you're a kidnapper. You're a criminal. You steal babies. Not good.
Yeah, I think it's not good.
Definitely not. If you're mother and a father, husband and a wife, and you have a baby, okay? In June, I had a baby. Like that. Had. Past tense. Had. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Definitely. Okay. All right. We've got time to do some exercises today. Terrific. If I can just adjust this. Okay. Here we go. All right. Give me a full sentence, complete answer. Jean-Mai. Jean-Mai.
I'm
Number
here.
1. Go ahead and read the question. Number 1.
What can happen to men as they get older? What can happen to men as they get maybe the hair will get gray.
Okay. Their hair will go gray.
Go gray.
Or you could say their hair will turn gray. And furthermore, with these kind of go expressions to indicate a change, sometimes, for example, I can simply say men go bald. They might go bald. I don't even have to mention their hair. Okay? They might go bald or they might go gray. Okay?
Okay.
That's all I really need to say, actually, and it's understood by everyone that that you're talking about their hair. Well, yes. Okay, Mustafa, number 2.
Okay. What can happen if you are embarrassed? Right? This one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. What can happen if you are impressed? Flu. Think of your face. My face actually turned red. Turn red.
Your face could turn red. Yes.
I got shy. Can I say I got shy?
Well, yes, you can. Shy
Okay.
being an adjective.
Okay.
Sounds very informal. Might be better to say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, you see, shy. It is okay. It's a little weird to say I got shy. It's okay. We do say this. You know, my kid is normally very active and very social, but sometimes she gets shy around people she doesn't know.
Okay.
Okay, so then we say that, but, you know, if a person is part of their personality, and they're an adult, for example, and their personality is already ingrained in them, we very rarely say that 30-year-old Dolores got shy when the boss started asking her questions. Maybe. Maybe under certain circumstances. It's possible, like my example. But normally we say the person is shy.
Okay. Okay. I guess we can use became in this situation as well.
Yeah, well, you can say he became red in the face, he turned red, or if it happened very suddenly, he went red.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Again, it's not really necessary to even mention face. It's understood already, really.
Teacher, how about bluish? Bluish.
Blush with a B.
Blush or
Yeah,
B. Yeah.
blush.
B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can just say he blushed,
He blushed.
which means he went red in the face.
Okay.
The verb itself means that. Since you brought it up, I couldn't tell if you said blushed or flushed.
No. Blushed.
Okay, but no, I just wanted to point out for those who may not know, someone blushes when they're embarrassed or they feel very shy. Someone can look flushed, which would appear to be pretty much the same thing. Their face is very red. When they ran up the stairs, for example, or they just had some kind of scary situation, they can appear flushed. Okay, so both mean you turn red, but you turn red, you blush because you're embarrassed. You're flushed because you're excited.
Oh, really? Because of excited, or as I read in the definition, typically as the result of illness or strong emotion.
Oh, maybe illness. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Just one. Sorry, just one. I want to add one comment.
Yeah.
Okay, my face turned red. Okay, I felt embarrassed or something like that.
Mhm.
But when I say I see red, that's mean I am angry, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go near the boss today. He's seeing red. Yeah, like a bull will charge red. The idea is that, yeah, he may attack you. He's very angry at the world, really. Not at something specifically, but he's angry at everything. Okay. Mohammed, number 3.
What can happen if you get bad news? Um, I'll be very sad and I'll be shocked.
Okay. You'll be shocked. Okay.
I'm very sad.
Can you think of any things that will happen that involve get or turn or become?
My face will turn into sadness.
No. Okay. Here's a point. Your face cannot turn to sadness. All right? We would never say that. In English, we can say your face turned white because you heard some bad news or scary news.
Turn what?
Your face turned white. White. Or, okay. Actually, this is an important point. You're not the only one that makes this mistakes. Okay. We don't say this in English. His face turned angry. His face turned sad. His face got sad. His face got angry. We don't say that. I think this must be common in other languages, but we don't say that. His face can turn colors. We can talk about his face. His face became white. His face turned red. His face dropped. We can use verbs to describe what a person's face does, but we do not say his face turned into an emotion. We don't do that in English. He became angry. His face turned red.
He became angry.
His face turned red, like that. Okay. All right. So anyway, actually, thank you. I never would have thought of that, but that is a very common mistake. So I'm glad you reminded me of it. Okay, Matthew, number 4.
What can happen to the pages of a newspaper at a long time? They can get old. No. Huh.
They can get old. That's not untrue.
Wrinkled. They can get wrinkled.
Wrinkled? Okay. Brittle. Okay. I think the answer they're looking for, they might turn yellow.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're talking about using these change verbs. Get, become, turn, like that. John, number 5.
What happens to strawberry and then ripen? I think he turned in ashes, maybe, or
What?
ashes.
Strawberries as they ripen. They
Yeah.
turn to ashes.
Yeah.
Ashes? Gosh,
I
I
don't-
hope not. Ashes are when you burn something, the only things left is ashes. Okay?
Okay.
After you burn a log, there's nothing left but ashes, the gray and white, like dust. Strawberries, when they ripen, that means they're getting ready to soft and ready to eat. Okay?
Okay.
Certainly they don't turn to ashes. Something turns to ashes when you burn it. By the way, that is a good strong collocation. Turn to ashes. The dragon turned him to ashes. Actually,
I forgot a lot of cooking in my oven, so many turn to ashes. So
oh yeah,
maybe it's normal.
that's sad. Okay, this talks about living strawberries on the plant. They were ripening. They become ready to pick. So when strawberries ripen, they turn red. They're green to begin with. Actually, they're white, then they're green, then they're red. Or is it green, then white, then red? I can't remember. Whatever. It's been so long. Okay, number 6. John May.
The poet John Milton lost his eyesight at the end of his life. What's another way of saying that? John Milton went blind
Okay.
at the end of his life.
Yeah. Or became blind. It does
Okay.
either way, but we would not say he got blind. That sounds strange. Okay. All right. Next one, Mustafa.
Okay. The Beethoven lost his hearing at the end of his life. What's another way of saying that? I think went deaf. Can I say that?
Yeah, he went deaf. Yes, you can. Or again, he
Yeah.
became deaf, and you would. It sounds weird and it sounds bad to say he got deaf. It sounds wrong. Okay. Yeah, he went deaf.
Yeah.
Very good. Mohammed. Number 8.
At the end of Shakespeare play, Hamlet loses his mind. What is another way of saying that? Hamlet became mad.
Yeah.
At
Very
the
good.
end of. We will change loses his mind with became mad.
He became mad. Yep. We can also use went, past tense of go, and we can collocate that with lots of words for crazy. He went crazy. He went bonkers. He went
Yes.
bananas. He went
Yes.
Fruit Loops.
He went nuts.
He went nuts. He went cuckoo. He went bonkers.
He lost
Yeah.
he lost his marble.
He did. He did. Marbles. Mustafa, it needs to be plural. He lost his marbles.
Marbles. Yeah.
We have plural. That expression is plural. Yeah. There's just literally, I could write a textbook on ways to say crazy. in English. I really could. Okay. Matthew, last one. Number 9.
If it is about to rain, what might happen to the sky? So, about to rain or what?
Yeah. That's rain.
If it's going to rain,
Yeah.
going to rain.
It's going to rain? Okay. What happens to the sky, though?
It's going. No. The sky is becoming dark.
There you go. Or we can say...
Getting dark. Outside it's getting dark.
Okay. If it's getting dark, okay, that generally means it's a slow change, like from night to day, like every day. But if it goes dark in the middle of the day, it's noon, and suddenly it's dark like night outside, run for cover. That means there's a bad storm. So we would say the sky went dark at noon, for example, to talk about a quick change. And yes, you can say the sky got dark, the sky became dark. Either of those. But if you really want to express the idea of fast, we use the very, I guess, really, I would only think of 2 collocations. His face went red, the sky went dark. Really, where it actually means a fast change, like that. Okay, we are out of time. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your participation. Nice to meet a couple of you. 2 or 3 of you guys are new. Very nice to see you and meet you. Hope